Here I am, riding into town angry, listening to Frank Ocean because I'm not going to Japan anymore to go to school. This time, we know things could change. $35,000 is not a lot of money. However, it seemed hard to get because we want it so bad. And something I've learned, you gotta stop wanting to receive. It's annoying, isn't it? It's like, it's energy, right? Two positives repel each other. So a negative and a positive attracts each other. So interesting. Two opposites attract. So the moment you stop wanting your money, you stop wanting the job, you stop wanting the opportunity will come. Because you already said, I know, I get it. So leave it alone after that. And I'm learning that now. I decided that I'm gonna start turning my life into a movie. Seriously, like from shots to storytelling, just getting more serious about it. This day was dope because what turned into, I was like, man, it's gonna be a bunch of white folks. It was many people from many different cultures and ethnicities here for this full moon women's circle. Yes, I'm non-binary. A lot of people keep saying my pronouns wrong. They be like, she, is they, them. I'm an energy. I'm out of the rules. I am out of the matrix. And we here. The artist wave been having me reframe my whole way of doing this channel. And I'm excited to share with y'all everything that I've been learning. Managed to record the sleepover, but yeah, I end up after that, you know, I spoke about having adult autism and taking several tests, and I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to thrive and survive anyways, so I left. That's also part of it. And there were other people who are also on the spectrum, and we ended up having dinner and we had an adult sleepover, not a play party. You're nasty. It was a legitimate sleepover where we all showered, had put PJs, and watched the movie Escape Room. I don't usually do horror, but that one was actually all right. It wasn't too much. It got your brain thinking, because I'm not really into gore. I like thrillers that have you thinking, that have you wondering about things, like Jordan Peele. The next day, I end up going to this coffee shop that I always wanted to go to, because in the artist way, it's like, have you some artist dates? And I painted for the first time in a year. People are like, what is this? Up to your interpretation. For me, this is a dragon. This is the universe. This is acrylic on canvas. Time isn't real, but my time is. Excuse me, but my energy is, you know? Time isn't real. Energy is real. This is like a infinite vortex of everything. It started off as a clock, and then it turned into this. And I ended up meeting this guy from Sweden or Switzerland. One of those. And he ended up being a rapper, and we kind of vibed on the same page and mind frame of what energy is, and healing, and going about life, and also just like everyone's like leaving their home countries and going to where they truly feel like it's home. You could be born in a place, but that not be your home anymore. And it's time for the world to realize that hey, we're nomadic people, we're nomadic beings, and the borders are stupid. Like, I understand them, but, you know, I also don't. Not anymore. Like, they're starting to withhold people from their destinies, and it's starting to be an unfun place, and we're gonna have to change that. You know, it is a right to be a nomad. Just, like, stop trying to conquer everything. You know, take over and change things that they don't need your help. If they ask for it, help. If they don't, leave them alone, you know? That type of energy. And also just like adding to a community without trying to be a savior. The rest of the day, so the first meeting I met with this guy from Serbia. He's a musician, a saxophonist, and ended up turning into like, let's work on this project. Whenever that's gonna be, because little do they know, I've been telling them like, don't think I'm gonna stay here the whole time. And that ain't for nobody's business. Like, this is a journey of me going all in on my YouTube and my music, and that's it. This is the plan. This is the only plan. And I'm done with the pivots that are unnecessary. And I'm done with taking anyone's advice that don't listen to what I said I was doing, and you trying to like hijack my life because you're afraid to live. We're done with allowing other people's fears and doubts onto us. So I stop inviting that energy and I stop allowing it. Yeah, y'all. You like, how do I allow? You gotta start having boundaries. When people like, can I give you advice? No is a complete answer. No is a complete answer. If they want too many details, after you say no, disengage. Disengage. It's a trap. And the last meeting ended up going all day. He ended up, getting me dinner because, he was trying to show me. He's from Vietnam. He's from Da Nang, actually. And I looked on LinkedIn. I was just like, music producer in Da Nang because I'm ready to work. Instead of like talking to people who like, we gotta work and never do anything. Like, a lot of y'all out there talking. Ain't enough action. Just because I don't have a laptop don't mean I can't make music. Band Lab on an iPad. You don't think I'm not making music? Come on now. People really just like, what do you need? I'm like, there's a lot of things that I desire and deserve. And we're gonna do it one step at a time. Gradual builds. Of course, people are like, why don't you just sign a lease? No. I'm done committing to places and things and people that are out of alignment. So, this is a pit stop, and I'm grateful for Da Nang. I've done some cool things. Wait till you hear the next episode where I go to improv and karaoke. I also attempted to record a podcast episode that was actually alive on here, and I thought it saved it, and it did not. So we're gonna learn together how to save our YouTube lives when we have guests. That will be another video in the 30-day series. Even though I started on 18, I'm being accountable. I know what I did. I'm trusting my energy. That's what we doing. All 2025 and forever, and the equinox is coming, so it's definitely time to truly set your new year intentions, because that's the real new year. That's the real new year. New things begin in spring. You know what I'm saying? You already sown your seeds. And my seeds have grown. I said I was gonna be out this country 2 years ago. Damn. I kept my promise to myself, and I didn't tell nobody. Like, I told a few people, but they was like, yeah, they brushed it off. They thought I was just joking. And here we are. I got done with that mess. Like, I'm done being a sea breeze eagle amongst sheep. Nothing's wrong with sheep. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong with rabbits. Nothing's wrong with wolves, because I love wolves. They're beautiful creatures. I'm a sea beam eagle. I said breeze, sea beam eagle. I fly real high, long distances. I I travel all the time, and I swim deep, so above, so below, and then I can rest when it's time for me to rest. Those are my cycles, and I do it solo travel. I love it, and I think I'm gonna stay single for a while. Because there are so many people like, how you ain't married and snatched up? You're so skilled. I'm like, because these people ain't talking about nothing. Like, if you over here asking me why I ain't married, why I ain't booed up, you just wasting your energy in your game right there. When you could literally just be yourself and get to know me without trying to ask me what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you being yourself. Show me your true colors the first time. I'm done with wasting time with people who lie to me about who they are just so they can be with me. Yeah, we done with that. We done with the term in the artist way, the crazy makers. They see what you're doing. They know exactly, your goals and aspirations, and that you've been working. And every time you're about to work on something, they seem to want to hijack that time, disrupt it, and get you out of your way. Yeah, we're done with that. So next time on this podcast, it is kind of a podcast. See you next time on the episode where I tell you about this episode of podcast, learning about how to record simultaneously with a guest and actually record that live, and more story time of improv and karaoke and other things, obviously. Alright, ciao. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like. I would like you to comment palm trees if